My name is Ed Boon. I'm the creative director for the Mortal Kombat team. Well, this is the first Mortal Kombat game we've really taken a hard focus on the hardcore players, you know, the kind of tournament players that go traveling around the world playing games, and we really wanted to give them stuff to really kind of devour. And in doing so, we've had to actually get some tournament players into our studio and, you know, have them just beat on the game and finding, like, you know, little one frame windows where they can, you know, pull off a special move where they shouldn't be able to, or, you know, opening opportunities for them to do it. And so it's getting those hardcore guys into the studio has been a big help in getting us, you know, to balance in the game for those guys. We've always, like, the stuff that was been kind of well received, we've always wanted to kind of bring over. And so, like in Mortal Kombat vs. DC, we had these enhanced super moves that were, like, triggered off by a little bit more complicated special move, but some players couldn't do them. You know, they were just a little bit difficult to perform. And then we also had like breakers from Mortal Kombat Deception, and so we have this meter that that lets us regulate it. So we make it a lot easier to do an enhanced move, but we don't let a player spam it, basically, so that the restriction is on the super meter. So you can use a few of them up and then use it all up, or you can save it to the big kind of crazy X-ray move, or you can do kind of your standard breaker, which will take two little segments from it. So that meter is really our way of kind of balancing and keeping things in control. Yeah, some of the characters are a little bit more direct translations from the 2D days. You know, I think Sector, Cyrax, you know, they have, you know, the net, the bombs, the teleport, and all that. And then other characters, they have kind of different spins on their moves. So, you know, Sonya's always had this kind of square wave move that's, you know, since the beginning of time. And now it's more of like an arcing move, and it has a lot of the same functionality, but it also has more of a downward attack as well. So it actually has two functions. You know, it has players jumping at you, you can get them, and then also going over a projectile and hitting somebody. So Sonya and Kitana, they both, you know, they have kind of like some of the basic signature moves, but Kitana feels a little bit more like MK2 Kitana, you know, kind of like the crazy corner somebody and do outrageous damage in the corner. So some players like Sonya, we want to be more hardcore a little bit, and Kitana is a little bit more accessible. We have various training modes in the game, you know, kind of like a fighting training mode, and this is the first time we have a fatality training mode. So you can sit there in a, you know, controlled environment without a gun to your head and without a timer ticking away, and it's going to display what the character's fatality move is. You get to the proper distance by standing on the square and you perform it. So you get a little bit more and more confident. Before you know it, it becomes second nature, and then you're in a fight and you're like, oh, I've done Liu Kang's fatality a million times, boom, boom, boom. You get more people performing fatalities, and that's the whole, you know, the whole goal with accessibility is more people experiencing the game, and that's really the result we're getting from that moment. When you finish the challenge tower, and the 300th challenge is ridiculous. I mean, and like I'll say it right off the bat, it's ridiculous how difficult it is. Every challenge you can buy your way through, you know, it costs a lot of coins to get past that 300 challenge. If you're gonna not do it and you want to buy your way past, you got to spend a lot of coins, like probably your whole wallet. And but defeating it and getting your prize, if you see somebody online with this prize, you knew that they finished the challenge tower and they kick ass. And so we wanted to give the best reward that we could, and I think people will be more than pleased with the result. I think for people who can't wait for Mortal Kombat to come out in April, there's quite a bit more that we're going to show them. Characters, we haven't announced them all. There's big surprises with characters in terms of unlocking. There are hidden fights. There are more stage fatalities than we've ever had, and the best stage fatalities. I mean, there's some really gruesome stuff coming that, you know, I'm dying because I can't talk about. And then there's a like I said, at the top of the challenge tower is a great prize that people will want when they see it. We have a retail truck tour that's going to be driving all over the United States, stopping at cities like Chicago, Los Angeles, at certain retailers, and it's going to be giving people another peek at Mortal Kombat, all the hidden features and new content that we're going to be showing in the game. We are really excited about it. I'm going to be appearing at one or two of them, and we can't wait to see how people react. Mortal Kombat is coming out April 19th on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.